Alright guys, well I'm guessing you probably knew that we would come down to this, so let's go ahead and just jump into it. This is NHL Hockey on the Game Gear. So let's go take a look and see what this is like and see if it's actually playable or not. What we saw with NHL Hockey there on the Game Boy is that it absolutely is not playable. So let's go ahead and turn this on. Yeah, we'll turn this over to auto. Now let's just see what we can do. Based on the teams, I'm guessing that this came out in '95, I think. So I'm guessing that this is the version of NHL 95. Let me know if I'm wrong. Of course, I'll probably look this up beforehand too to make sure. So it is a little bit faster. I'm Vancouver, right? I don't know which team I am. Yeah, because when I push the B button, oh no, I'm the Rangers. That's what's going on. Okay. Oh, okay. I know. I probably just chose, and I had no idea. The control in this is a little bit delayed. Interesting. Okay, so I was playing under the assumption that I was the other team. That helps explain why the goalie made that kind of weird pass or got way out of the net. That's not what I wanted, and that was way too easy for us. Okay, so we give up a goal in about a couple seconds there and did nothing to stop it. I'm guessing I can hit guys. I'm not sure. So I push. I know on the Game Gear it's 1 and 2, and I can't remember which one is which. I'm pushing basically the A button here on this controller, and I think it's supposed to be doing something, but it's actually not. So anyway, it is better than the Game Boy version in that I can actually like see the ice, and I can get some momentum and stuff. So marginally speaking, is better. But I'm not seeing that there's any way for me to actually like effectively hit anybody or do anything like that. And the computer AI is a little bit questionable there. I'm not sure what the thought process was, but okay. So it's pretty, I'll put it this way, this is pretty ambitious, right? To think that you're gonna put a game like this on the Game Gear, this is pretty ambitious. Okay, we need to not zoom ahead in front of the puck. It would be nice if we could do that. Let's see if we can get this calmed down a little bit so we can play without being called for offside every couple seconds. And then he goes over and hits the goalie. That's even better. That's the best part of it. Okay, so now we're down 2-0. I mean, is this game really that easy? Do we just take the puck, we go straight up? Well, it's not that easy if we have a guy who's offside all the time. I was gonna say, we just take the puck, we go straight up to the goal, and we shoot, and then we score. That's all you have to do. Come on, bro. Well, what's your problem, bro? It's that easy. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can do it too. Yeah, here we go again. So the music in this game is amazing for a Game Gear game. I mean, it's amazing that they were able to do this, right? That's actually really impressive. Everything else, I'm not sure how amazing it is. Like, at least we're running at some kind of frame rate. What happened to my goalie? So I gave up control of him after I foolishly took him way out of the crease, and then he just sort of sat there the whole time and didn't go back. Do I have to put him back? Like, is the CPU like incapable of doing that, right? So anyway, they get a shorthanded goal. Boy, this is not shaping up to be our night, is it? All right, here we go. Maybe the A button is... So I thought the button for changing players, which is here the B button, I thought that would be the button to pass, but maybe it's the A button that's pass when we have the puck. Maybe it's a different button I'm supposed to push. I don't know. See, this is the reason why I'm playing these games, so we can all figure this out together. Boy, I tell you, if the Stanley Cup Finals went like this wouldn't have been a classic at all. Here I was expecting a realistic performance here on my Game Gear. Yeah, I can't see any way to actually like hit somebody. You can kind of nudge them. I don't know. As usual, I have to ask you guys, like, I'm sure there's somebody out there who had this for the Game Gear and who kind of knows what's going on. So the A button is definitely pass, but it's also shoot? I don't understand. I really don't understand. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do, because when I push the other button, nothing happens at all. I might actually have to look at the manual, believe it or not. Maybe we'll do that here when we get to the second period. So I'm actually going to play, like, you know, a full game of this instead of playing just like a couple of minutes. And the reason why is because this game actually has flow that allows me to do that. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh man, it's painful. It's painful. We gave up 5 goals in the first period. And for 2 of them, we didn't even have a goalie there. Wow, yeah, so the slowdown there is very, very concerning. Okay, I'm going to look this up, so I'll let you watch this for a sec. Let's see. Let's see if I can find the manual and figure out what it is I'm supposed to be doing. This is actually the first time in one of these games where I've had to look at this in the middle of the game so I can figure it out. Control summary. All right, on offense. Yeah, button 1 is to pass. This should be the B button. And button 2 should be a wrist shot or a one-timer without puck. I'm not sure how you're supposed to do that because it changes you to the guy with the puck as soon as you have it. So I'm not certain that I understand how that's supposed to work, but whatever. So now we know. And man, we're really, really running into a lot of slowdown. What happened? Did I just put it into my own net? Can I see a replay of that? What happened? Okay. This is getting better and better as we go along. I'm starting to think this is an all-time classic, right? I'm seeing things in this game I never thought were possible. Oh, look, I can hit somebody. That's pretty good. It's really cool when you want to actually do something, it like actually works, you know? Yeah, so for a one-timer, you're supposed to push button 1, which is the B button here, to pass, and then you push the other button to shoot. But when I try to do that, nothing happens. There's like this delay. And on defense, I'm not sure what change player is supposed to be. Maybe it just changes the player automatically or something? I'm not 100% sure. So I'm supposed to, for example, I'm supposed to be able to, whoa. I'm supposed to be able to change it to the goalie if I hold down one of these buttons. But it doesn't seem to work. Yeah, I swear that button 2 is actually shoot. Or maybe it's possible I might actually have these buttons like turned around on the remote or on the control pad or something like that. Maybe that's what's going on. It is clear to me that the A button here is for passing. So if I assume that the A button, or that the B button is actually button 2, then I don't know. I don't know how to figure this out. Somebody's got a penalty. I don't know. I don't know. Like, maybe I am doing these controls right. Maybe it's just that this game's kind of crappy. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. I mean, it's not awful, right? It's actually, like, the graphics here are really impressive for a console of this caliber. It's just that the feeling that I get is that you need another button. Like, there's not enough buttons on this controller. Like right here. So, okay, I'm holding down that button. I can't shoot. I still can't shoot. I can pass, but I can't shoot. But I know that the B button does something because when I push it, some stuff happens on defense. I just can't do anything on offense. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I have something set in the settings or something like that. And well, we can even look here, right? We can go look at these controls and see what it's supposed to be, right? Yeah, well, I mean, these are these auto buttons. I hate how RetroArch does this, but yeah, A and B are supposed to be set to this. A is key Z, B is key X. So they are turned around. They're exactly backwards. But that doesn't explain to me why when I have the puck and I push what should be the shoot button instead of shooting, it does nothing. So, there you go. That's my excuse though for not playing well, right? It's not. I swear it's not me. It's the controls. It's the game. It's not me, it's the game. But yeah, if I push the B button, nothing happens. That's interesting. Well, it's giving me like a burst of speed if I push it. Which is what it's supposed to be doing on defense. All right, this is looking a little bit better now. Interference. Yep. Ah, this is great fun. Anyway, so I can tell you that overall, this is a better game than the Game Boy game, believe it or not, but it still is, like, barely even playable. Like, yeah, I can't shoot. I can't shoot at all, but see, I can change players. I can speed up. That's weird. This is weird. I don't understand. All right. I just don't understand like what is going on or what I'm doing wrong or exactly what's happening. When I push these other buttons, nothing happens. Actually, something happened there. Maybe if I push... Oh, you know what? If I push R1, I think that might be doing it. So I may have... I wonder if I screwed up the controls here on the Game Gear at some point in time. Yeah, that's what it is. It's R1. That's odd. I wonder why the mapping ended up getting switched over to that. But I learned how to shoot, so that's good. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on. I know this isn't really related so much to the game itself, but... okay, I don't know, or maybe RetroArch is just screwing up or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, for whatever reason, that's mapped to R1. So I know that when I played NBA Jam Tournament Edition on this, I took the start button and mapped it to R and L so that it was actually playable. But that I didn't intend to have like the B button be mapped to that, you know, or the number 1 button. Not that it would make any difference anyway. I mean, we're going to lose this game no matter what we do, but At least now I know how to actually control the buttons. I'm gonna have to figure out what it is I've done and how badly I've screwed up the Game Gear. So, so much for that. And why are we going so slow? But you know what? I know the reason why, though. I know the reason why. It's because I have a control override. So, because of the way that RetroArch works with these overrides, we actually scored. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch over here to this Genesis style controller. Because we're using a Genesis style emulator. I bet you anything this will solve the problem. Yeah. Yeah, this solves it. So now it's B that passes and hits guys, and then C shoots. Good job. All right. But there still is this delay. There's this like massive delay between, you know, when you push the button and when the thing happens. There we go. There we go. So yeah, we actually can hit guys. I wasn't able to hit them before because I didn't have the button mapped right. So anyway, there you go. These are the adventures of emulation. Well, don't worry, we're only down, what is it, like 8-1? That's not bad. Dude, this happens every single time we try to bring the puck up and we wind up offside. Anyway, it feels good to run into guys. That's my favorite part about playing hockey games, to try to like destroy them. And you can feel on this game, I think you can see it actually, how, you know, they were trying to do, like with the Genesis game, they're trying to get sort of like the smooth flow to, you know, steering on the ice and stuff like that. And which is actually, again, is pretty impressive that they were able to get that sort of feel on the Game Gear of all systems, but it's... I don't know what just happened, okay. So for some reason we lost, apparently lost the lights in the arena or something for a little while, but now they're turned back on. What a strange game. Again, I don't know if it's because of the emulation or if this is just something like a bug with the card or something. I don't know. Like when you played this on the Game Gear, did the lights go off all of a sudden or something like that? Anyway, this is a pretty big drop-off from playing NHL 2004 yesterday. Comparing this one with the NHL 2004 is it's pretty different, I'll tell you that. But again, there is some cool stuff. It's cool to have, like, the way that they have the time displayed up in the upper left is pretty cool. The players look like real players. They act like real players for the most part, right? It is possible, as we've now discovered, to actually score goals and to get things done. Like, this isn't, you know, like the worst game of all time or some just absolutely crappy game or anything like that by any means. It's just a little bit ambitious, I think, for the Game Gear. There's some stuff that's impressive about it, some stuff that's not so impressive. I'm a little bit more impressed now that I figured out the controls. So that's another great moment in channel history, the time that I learned how to push the other button. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed that. At least we were able to figure it out in the end, and I'll talk with you again tomorrow. Bye.